code of Islam. Islam o man dendi ko so specifically ka boko e ka ninna kile Islamic dendi ko wala ka ninna kile kafir dendi ko. Islam lafta minna walam dissent walam kamal. Sango fe yalon ko itata la fila molia de nyala amura bang. But yalon is very sorrowful and tragic, sympathetic, and it is out of all bounds. It is a transgression against yourself before anybody else. Ibe fantoñi kam bake ite gambe dinno wotumo sunkutolu sanjitan dulu wala muwan wala tanjitan ni dulu ko nini gambia sunkutun wal be benkan siloka nim fonyo ye la fano keten ikam malule ikam kofle ye kodi na fano de da kuo kolayeta o ikatu kofre wanyamale foyte mi ya je fonyo ye la fano fi ite tande o kola etolina tam nko history is merciless ni be dindi ya ko ne kanyinal bari ni ke baya de min be ke dindin abe murunana lukman ka di way ko songo fe yake kullo ko na nim banke ala babola oto dindi mo ni be dindi yare mol ka boko ala ke dindi wolom mbatu ayala baluwa is absolute nonsense. It is un-African, it is un-Islamic, it is inhuman. Amanke hadabadiyati, amanke dinoti, amanke halimofiyati, amanke gambiyati, kabuko dindi wolo ala pula, hani jumale wo foyteye, ala miye dindi wo deda, aya tofo ye Qur'an wo kono sinyanani, ako dindi wo hani nade bungo kono, abana fa, nade dunna kam fajiro, nade dunna kan salfana, nade dunga kan suto, aseda konkon. Purin kammala kanana bana fatara ki bala kenzo ala niye muluda ay wala aya fo soro minto e ka fo soro le suratul hujurat suratul ahzab ahzab la bala fo hujurat ha ahzab aya fo dindi wala emirale ako dindi wal ni be dunne bani faka isaka tabake ye konkon yin kammale kane bala kenzo wata raji. Not to be exposed to the nakedness of the parents, much less to an outsider. Malum faleni kumo moyle ba. So wala ya sabun ta jamwe ba ke bile ka fu ala tuje dindi wolom e kumo manlo. Dindi wana e sandi nani soto. Nin dindi wa sandi nani soto abana fa anala moli songo fenke dindi wa ba ko filan. Just get on moving. Though we are off track, but at least we are able to adjust to the new reality in front of us because the parents are not here. You see, Nkolako, Niajibe Qur'ano kono dindin wasinyana nila tonata nko in psychology, child psychology. Because a person is a child, or we started from the biological perspective. Well, you are a zygote in the womb. You become an embryo in the womb. Then you become a fetus in the womb. Then you are born a baby. Gradually, you take that gradual process of upgrading your growth. Biologically, to which every living thing is subjected to. It is a biological law. At the age of 4 years, Dindo memory, Dindo learns through the eye and through the ear at the age of 4. And he imitates and emulates and thinks everything done by the parents. At that sensitive age, everything done by the parents, the closest people to him, the child takes that as the standard rule. What happened? Morning Kaboko, as the Nobula, for example, saying television Jamanun the Wallet. Ibina Jelako Moluni, the one bestie that they are watching these concerts. You know, Musoni Kebe Yon Sumbola. Musolu du Kenza Kamala in the film. Don't bafla no, didn't all normally to you know, it didn't know what thing. You are setting the most dangerous bomb, even greater and more disastrous than the atomic bomb. Because the Kanin Kulu didn't know Hakilo Kono. What didn't know is going to take that nudeness, that nakedness for granted. He will think that it is an accepted standard in his society. And this is the calamity that we are living in now in the Gambia. Because Tunkutin de Walunko, Wotumo, Tunkutin de Wanina Bendasiloka Kamalule, Hanala Fano Fonim Fonoya and Otonia Palopala. She feels very shy and ashamed. But now, a girl will just put on this, what is called it, they call it, what is the new name? Tie. They call it a tie. I mean, what they call this skirt, what is called this nasty dress, called they develop for themselves. In fact, Nina the Benasilokan sometimes, you know, what they will do, they will deliberately give more exposure to their private parts than before they meet you. So, everybody's mouth became shut. Nobody complained against that. Nobody was adamant and repugnant against it. Nobody ever told them that it is un-Islamic, it is uncultural. It is not good, it is un-African. Will bear accept as a practice. So everybody is naked in the Gambia, in the Muslim communities. And who is going to put us dress if everybody is naked? You know, we are living in a world, an integrated world. We are not an island by ourselves. Because the world knows that we are not conscious of our existence. As people of religion, as Muslims, because we have thrown what is called decency. We are not putting on the right Islamic cloth code. So instead they just bombarded our country with Fogajai. Fogajai is not a dress. Fogajai nit moko sol besona saniko. Hamud nakala ko def su ko lake Europe sagar gi plastic la daf ko febal mune hara madam joko gaay parce que xamuñ li ñoo def mu jola ko yonga son lolu ta li gëna am daw lu gëna daw yaram Gambia jang habula passé mu sol yere bu bon segal dege ci dala be ci kawal bi yep Fogajai kawari jambur la son ay wandi continue le dum wandi konsingo wandi nyatiyo wandi time wandi dendiko wandi samato ite wandi fengo kono ide bluff kam. What is the meaning of that? Wandi fengo kono limmanke de tati, you are bluffing. So wala tinna the dress code kana boko dinno. Another big problem in our country is what? Nin salo sita dindi merawlo aliye sambadin salunol atoleta dindi bere mereng aliyeta continual ka kumoto, what is called the week aliyake dindi wo kumoto alcohol lafta dindi wo nyinya. But please use your mind at least. Dindi wo be yalon for age of 2 years wayalon ne mina mu nyinya tiba. Does a child of 2 years know what is beauty? Ye dindi wo samba salono to ya kumo beke bit ya kumo beke petarot ya kumo beke kwolti min mambete ya ite ko dindi wolom ika kuyule tomorrow atella fila hadi natural hair because abajela le ko wo manke kunin kwoti na be continue kala kumoto wo continue nyanta kala tubabu fure continue. So what are you doing? You're committing a sin, intergenerational injustice. You commit a sin against yourself by setting a very wrong example for a generation to come. And if that generation happens to be continuing with that evil act that you have set in motion for them, any person who emulates that person is giving you a very fat account of sin in your Al-Qiyamah bank account. So at least, let us just be decent. Let us just be African. You know, you cannot have a parent who puts on this tight trousers. I mean, that person is not qualified to be a parent. In fact, as I mentioned to you, the 9 principles that Luqman gave his child, please make sure that it is out of context, it is out of your life. Always be a role model. Be a good example to the community. Be a good example in the school. Be an example to your younger sisters and brothers. You secure the favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You live happily, you live progressively, and you live as a normal human being. But otherwise, whatever way of life you adopt, if it is not in line with the system of Islam, with the system of your good community, because every good culture is Islamic. Every good culture is Islamic. An example is the beer. We grow the beer, and when Islam came, Islam emphasizes the importance of the beer. And it is something which is a cultural, very good culture. Because Africa, so obviously, this is something that we should be very careful of. So we make sure that the dressing code of Islam, there is no specific called Islamic dressing. Any dress that is going to cover whatever is told to be covered. This is why in the same chapter, in Surah An-Nur, I believe, in chapter 31, no, not in chapter 31, in chapter 53 to 59, the Quran asked Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, قُلْ لِأَزْوَاجِكَ قُلْ لِبَنَاتِكَ قُلْ لِأَزْوَاجِكَ وَبَنَاتِكَ ونساء المؤمنين يدنين عليهن من جلابيبهن ولا يبدين زينتهن ولا يضربن بأرجلهن ليبدين ما يخفين من زينتهن. You see, this is why it's very interesting here. In Islam, Islam is the fourth system of worship that has actually prescribed a dress that is not attached to your body. Let me tell you one thing. The dress that you wear in the Gambia called tights, and the tight dress you sew in with the tails is un-Islamic. You know why? Because in the Quran, the verse I have just quoted, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell his wife, his honorable and venerable wives, our mothers, and to tell his daughters, and to tell and advise the wives of the Muslim Ummah. Yudinina alayhin. In Arabic, dana. In Arabic, dana means to make something near, but not to get it close. In Arabic, when you say dana, it means to get it close, to get it near, but not to get it close, not to attach it. This is why any dress that is attached to your body, a woman, it is forbidden in Islam. Because it says, yudinina, dana, to get it close to your body, but not to be attached to your body. This is why ties and these tight dresses are on Islam. Because of the Quran, dana. Because dana is D-O-N in English, don't. Whatever you don't is not attached to your body. But whatever you wear can be attached to your body. So be very careful with that. So even if you are putting on hijab, this is why some of the girls putting on what is called fashionable hijab, because it's even wrong to call it hijab. Let's call it fashion, because those ones are monkeys in human shape. So couldn't the one minute kawake kamuntala ko kongolu, bari mobile wale dela. Ete kumamura, yeti so mura. Quran ko wali yadribna bi khumurihinna ala juyubihin. Nimusunde wa min basirin ay pare kende balake. E ka foni ne the bosom of a woman. Nimmanyan nakafunti. Yalom muso, let me tell you one very important biological fact. What if in fact, I am much fire has been ignited in my mind by the presence of my great brother. I want to go into biology to expose a very important fact to you. Biology teacher, because a biology teacher is just a machine. All the biology teachers are narrating what they read in textbooks. But I want to tell you a fact that you will never find in textbooks. Somebody might accuse me of being so much pompous or so much aggrandized by myself. No. The Quran and the Sunnah is greater than any textbook. So it is not me, it is the Quran and the Sunnah. Niaje Quran ko musoya balo mabo. Mo jamaya mira ko muso balo mu fitna. Yes, it can be a fitna. Because muso is negative when we go to the atomic and the electric science. Because a positive wire buka kurawa soto, but a negative wire is a conductor, isn't it? Julomi mu negative to conduct electricity, but positive does not conduct electricity. Walatinna muso is a receptor. Muso ka femo tala buka di. Walatinna ke kamindi muso la ya bu Qur'an okon. That is the sperm cell. But muso ka kilo min bondi Qur'an o mafo. ولكن very interesting here. براكو مسوية وليضربن بخمورهن أقوم مسولي لتكوتا يا لفاي سيسو كم يكمل مام. Because musola siso jam is the most important sensitive part of the body. Musoka diwo susundi jora wa minna wala ma sunjoti. The root of the sunjo abata muntole di boso. Dunalonna ko hadama di mo balo sole bala called pores, P-O-R-E-S, isn't it? And we know that balo bala huwalle bije fawka dunne, bacteria and virus can penetrate the skin. Musodun sunjo akadi mo susunde wala. Musodun na keke ni akada di wala kake moti. That is the antibiotics. That is the harmonization. Hormones in that milk. So if that portion of the body is not covered, what do you expect tomorrow? What do you expect? You expect to give milk, a contaminated milk, to a child, and you're going to kill that child. Number two, the body of a woman, the density of the cells of a body of a woman. They are 35% less than that of a man. A man is 42% denser than that of the woman. Walatinna muso balu fonyo akakotondi juna. Muso balu fonyo akakotondi juna. Muso is a peer. Muso mudamonole. The more akemura, the more ala dindi yakatuji. The more akabalu wura, the more akakibaya juna. Malum Faliamwe. So Islam is Allah's religion. Islam manke just because Kafoteng. Malum Falkanem Kumomwe. So Walatinna Musulu, you are the pearls, you are the diamonds, you are the silver, you are the gold. Please allow Famabo. Nadi Alfamabo, society ba Famabo lala. Nin society ya Famabo dron didn't want the Kulu lala. But didn't Musu didn't want Mankulu, Imam Pare long. Well, you are beautiful here today, but tomorrow I don't know when you go home what you are going to do there. But you the youth too, at all funding kilo. Allah problem was yata. Mofana yalon ko kunto ikadun ne fruke fausudura. Eka kunto dum eka wajinde. What is the meaning of that? And you say you are in school. And you say you went to primary 1 to primary 6. Or primary 6 to grade 12. This is why the statement is not true. Because the statement has not changed. So the dress code in Islam is decency, respect, lack of exposure, walk according to the straight line, be a good person, be a good mother, be a good sister, teach the children, give good example by your deeds to the new generation, and if you do that, you become a good mother tomorrow. No aliyalo nako, bawo bae dinkengo wulu ayakulu, ibeda halale soma. Bari bawo ba ma fan sutura, idimote sutura soma. Oto idimo londi alala, ala se londi idimola. Funding kelu, alfa kata bake, ale sunkutol kalbari musulti. Girlfriend manken tolla adoti, a manke Islam adoti. Girlfriend, boyfriend is foreign to you, is alien to your culture. It is not part of your civilization because Islam is an idea, Islam is a thought, Islam is a culture, Islam is a civilization. If these four elements, if these four components are missing in Islam, then there is no Islam. So we must understand what is Islam. Islam is to live naturally. Islam to live sincerely. Islam to live in tune with yourself. Islam is to live in harmony. Islam to be friendly to everything. Islam is to do what Allah asks you to do, and to go away from what Allah asks you to go away from, and to do according to how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought it to be done. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa sallam. May Allah bless everybody. May everybody understand what is said. May everybody take something from what is said. May everybody be transformed what is said. May everybody take what is said to another person, to your parents, to your kids, and tell them what is done, so that the society can be a homogeneous society. A society can be a unified society. A society can be a very well balanced society. We can set our lives on the true principles of Islam. And may Allah bless everybody. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.